Hey guys, it's Nate, aka TheFutAccountant. Welcome back to the channel. Guys, we can only talk about the FC26 ratings for so long, and we've talked about them a lot already. A little bit about that at the end of the video today, but in this in-between stage of FC25 into FC26, we're still in need of one last part of content in FC25 to give us an FC26 pack. And there's a little bit to discuss, as we mentioned, about FC26 today, but what we really need is some news from EA this week. Guys, if you're excited to actually be in September, the month where FC26 is going to drop, put a thumbs up on this video and subscribe if you're new. Let's start off with yesterday's content really quick. It's going to be a short video today, of course, because we are just awaiting FC26 at this point, and a lot of the content, it's here. It's interesting to some, but not all, so I want to make sure we get through it pretty quickly. This is the new eFigs League Completionist and Day 1 objective. Guys, we have limited games in September. It is win 3 games to get the 98 only 4 playstyle plus Cherokee card, but you have 6 matches to get those 3 wins. So if you want to collect that Cherokee for the club, for the Man City team, whatever it may be, you do have to win 3 of 6. So again, limited games at this stage probably isn't something that people love, but it is one of those kind of tournament-esque things that we're going to be seeing a decent amount of inside of FC26 for sure. I'm guessing that's why EA is dropping it. We're going to have another one of these today. Maybe it'll be Bundesliga, maybe it'll be Ligue 1, who knows, but it'll be one per day for the rest of this week, and then this will be over. The completionist objective gives Edin Dzeko, and it gives Kwanzaa. It also gives some packs and a couple of evolutions for an intercept plus and a quick step plus there. There's even a 90 plus times 2 there at the end if you get that one all the way done. So that one for me probably won't be completed, but what we did complete yesterday was Dino. 99 Dino has been completed. We will also claim our FC26 Gritty, and we'll open the last 99 overall footies player pick right here. I'm just going to press triangle, let it fly. We're searching for Gareth Bale. Gareth Bale is one of the only 99s that I have not got yet after we got Lamine Yamal yesterday. There's a duplicate R9 and Rafinha. I do have Hullet. I've got all these cards. A lot of dupes, man. Come on. Give me... We didn't get him. Okay, well, that was a lot of dupes right there. I'm literally going to take all the ones that were not duplicates. Everything was a duplicate except for one card, and that was what? Lauren Hemp. Lauren Hemp's the only non-dupe right there. Another R9, another Cristiano Ronaldo for us. But of course, if you got that done, or even if you're not done with it yet, that is now claimable. We'll get the FC26 Gritty in FC26, but that was the objective content from yesterday on the game. We're going to talk about objectives a little bit more later. Now, next, we go to Evolutions, where we had another 99 rated Evo dropped. This one is paid. They like 200,000 coins for us to create 99 rated cards. It's called Time to Sue. And I'm really just kind of laughing at the name of this. Time to Sue, like we're threatening legal action in September of FC25. I don't know what's going on here with that name, but it does create some pretty crazy cards you can boost up. My Rafael Varane fits here. I don't really want to give him low driven plus, but it is another 99 boosting Evo. So again, that's probably why it's 200,000 coins at this stage. You know, that's just a place where your coins could go because we have coins and not really a place to use them. So if that's an evolution that interests you, then of course is there. And there are some good cards I've seen that do come out of it. You go to 99 shooting, and I believe it gives, what does it give? Low driven shot plus first, rapid base. Then it gives rapid plus and quick step base, finesse shot plus, and then aerial and power shot. But the first 3 playstyle pluses with the what was it, rapid? Yeah, it was low driven, rapid, then finesse. That's insane. So that's a decent Evo there, but it is 200,000 coins, and it is September now. So that's that. Let's go to SBCs really quickly to cover a 99 player SBC. If you have not packed Pirlo from any of those player picks, the Pirlo SBC dropped yesterday, but he's 16 squads. And I mean, to be honest, I think a lot of us have packed him from those player picks. So it's probably not something too many people are interested in unless you haven't packed him. And 16 squads is a good bit. I know that making coins right now isn't super important, but you do actually get a good bit of coins back from this because it's a lot of squads, which give you a lot of smaller tradable packs there. We also had the Stanway SBC released. She was a lot cheaper, only 5 squads for another common 99 after the 99 rated player picks. Those 99 rated player picks, like we talked about it when it came out, but they really kind of cooked a lot of the desire for the grind on the menus that we had been doing during footies and now in a preseason. Like with the 97 plus footies icon pick that came out yesterday, once again, too, refreshing. It's like, what gives? You know, we already packed most of the 99s. If you didn't get one, then sure, maybe you're still doing this. I haven't done an 85 by 10 for a good bit. I've only been doing some of the 1 of 7 player picks, and even those I've slowed down doing since we got all those 99 rated players. If you take a look at the foot bin here, like all the SBCs are downvoted like almost every single day, except for the R9 and the Jokeres for nice transfer SBCs. Most of them have been downvoted, at least in the last day, just because I think it's like fries in the bag, you know, type of situation there. Now, I want to talk about what we need, and that's SP, because I was just taking a look here. Oh, I know we're on the countdown to FC25, right? But it kind of just clocked that we're like 18 days away from FC26. We have 17 days left in this season. We got to get to level 40. We talked about this maybe a week ago or so, where like this is EA's sneaky way of trying to get us to still care about this game a little bit right now. And I'll be honest, it's not looking good to get to level 40. We need like a footies SP chase right now to even just get to the 99 De Bruyne, to even just get to level 35. Like I'm level 15 at the moment. I realize I missed a week. We were on vacation, but in the summertime, this is what I was worried about when the season dropped. This is not the time of the year to make a super long season pass with a lot of grind to be a part of it. I think we were hoping this season pass would be like 30 levels or less than that even, just to make it nice and easy and a not restrictive grind to get this FC26 pack. But as it sits right now, even if you're level 20 or level 25, that's a good bit of grind. And if you haven't been putting a lot of effort into getting SP, you might even be lower than that in terms of rating. We need an SP chase that gives us like 20,000 SP. 100% we need that. But with only 17 days left in this season, we got to get one of those this week and maybe one next week. And man, by next week, holy smokes, we'll just be talking about everything FC26 and being, very prepared and analyzing everything related to starting our new Ultimate teams, not talking about how to finish off this one just for an 84 by 5. So I think that's one of the things that we really just need right now. I'm still doing all the SP that I can in here. Sure, I've got another 1,500 coming from the daily play that'll be happening today for me. And then, of course, we're going to have this Ansu Fati, which is going to give us 1,000 here at the very end. The weekly does give us some, but you have to play some games for that. I got to win 2 more games in Squad Battles or Rush. Just get a couple of SP games done there. Get a couple of games done here for the weekly play. So it's just kind of maybe a little bit annoying, you could say, to try to kind of tie up those loose ends. It would just be nice if EA made it really, really easy, dropped a footies SP chase or a preseason SP chase, whatever they want to call it, and just give us the opportunity to level up. Like, give us 20,000 XP, SP in one objective to just let us finish off the season and not have to worry about it. That's the annoying part. Having to worry about, am I going to get to level 40 and get that 84 by 5 pack? There's a lot of FOMO with that. There really is. Even though it's not that crazy of a pack, it's the highest rated guarantee pack of all of the carry forward packs into FC26. So that's why I think a decent number of us, as I pack a kind of rare Puteus there, a decent number of us are still hoping for that SP, trying to get it, but 17 days left until the season ends, and then only 18 until FC26. That's wild to put things in perspective, that we are that close, but also it feels yet at the same time so far. So let me know down in the comments what level you are in the season. Are you motivated by the SP to get level 40, to get that pack in FC26 at all? Or are you just like, nah, that pack right now, I could care less about it because I just don't want to grind it? Let me know in the comments how you guys feel about that. Now, could we get that piece of content today? Could we get a new objective today? I wouldn't imagine that we would. It would be super sneaky of EA to include SP like that in maybe one of the daily leagues. I wouldn't even really expect that, though, from them. Honestly, what I would expect it to be is just a standalone objective coming out at some point this week. And again, all we could do right now is just hope that it will be coming out. But today's content on Monday, really not expecting a whole lot. literally just expecting the new league to be dropped for a new transfer card. We are still hoping to see the Luis Diaz card, whether that's an SBC or an objective. And that's, speaking of SBCs, where we should see hopefully some more cards this week. They're just going to keep releasing the 99 rateds. We've only had, I believe, one regular footies 99. That was Graham Hansen, right? I mean, we've had transfers, but like, now we have Rafinha as well, fair. So like Graham Hansen and Rafinha have been released. I'm sure there's going to be more 99 rateds that were in packs. Those are going to be released as SBC. Same thing with the icons. We've had the Pirlo, obviously. Now we've had the Pele as a 99. We're definitely going to get a few more of those. And I wouldn't be surprised if we had a few more of the Champions League, Europa League, Conference League winner SBCs for those who wrote to the final cards, even more of the Portugal cards, just because EA do not seem to want to put those cards in packs. So we could have another player pick today and a couple of new evolutions. Maybe a free one. Is Sun on the market? I'm buying it. Oh, I'm going to add that to my transfer targets because I'm literally at this point, like, I'm kind of throwing in the white flag for these cards. If they're on the market, I'm going to buy them. Yeah, Udogi's not. I'm only going to bid on that Hyunmin Sun, save myself a couple 100,000 coins just to be a little bit sneaky. We're going to try to win that on 400K in the next 12 minutes. But yeah, guys, I'm not expecting a whole lot of content today on Monday. Not that that's a surprise, but that's kind of FC25 stuff in a nutshell right now. Whatever you're grinding on this game, get it done. Enjoy it the most that you can. Get your games in. Get your SP done. I think that's mainly what we're grinding, right? Finishing the Dino, finishing the Gritty Cup, and then getting our SP there. Now, one thing I do want to talk about related to FC26. I said at the beginning, there's a little bit of talk about that today. This is all that we got. A couple of ratings, tweets, and news. There was a new database that was put out yesterday. It was one of the leakers, Foot Scoreboard. They released a database, but it doesn't have all of the like information on the cards in it. It doesn't have all of your, not have weak foot and skills, but it doesn't have play styles, right? That's the next big thing. And usually we have to wait till we see the official EA database to get some of that. There could be a different database that is pulled up that one of these leaker guys creates that gives us the skill moves, the weak foot, the play styles and stuff like that. If that were to happen, then we would talk about it for sure, because that's kind of the next step, is starting to squad build with these players, starting to be able to create and formulate what our starter teams could look like. Although we always take starter teams very loosely because it changes so much once you get on the game. Kind of what you have planned for a starter team goes out the window, and maybe you just end up using pockets and a couple different links of those players, which is still important to do your research and know about a few of those cards. But at this point, the ratings, we've seen them all. They're all on Twitter. They're on that website as well from Foot Scoreboard. And I think some of the most helpful tweets are these right here. Best physicality, best dribbling. Once again, guys, I was thinking yesterday as I was looking at some of the leaked ratings, make sure you remember what we talked about from going to EA in Vancouver, that the reaction stat, specifically for finesse shots, how many other places in the game is the reaction stat going to be needed, and actually a lot more important than we originally thought it was going to be this year in the game as always. But like with that knowledge now, that makes me think about getting some other players in my team and checking that stat on cards more than I ever used to. Like with these best dribbling cards in here, they're hopefully going to have some pretty high reaction stat because that's inside of the dribbling column. I thought this tweet thread here from Weaver with like the best stats and the best attributes per like pace and for shooting and for passing, I thought that was really helpful. There was a couple other tweets yesterday I just wanted to draw quick attention to. Scott McTominay actually got a massive pace upgrade, one of the few cards that did. Huge deserved upgrade here for them. I mean, for an 85 rated card, it'll be usable in the early stages. It'll turn into fodder later. That's a pretty decent card there for the Napoli midfielder. Garnacho and the center mid position is one other thing I wanted to quickly touch on here. This could be a whole entire video in its own self, but I think really we're going to have to wait until we see cards in the EA database, which are going to have the alternate positions, unless another leaker database has alternate positions and stuff in it as well. Is EA going to actually be giving cards more alternate positions this year than last year? That was something that was kind of leaked from the beta. And I think maybe even EA mentioned that themselves somewhere in all the pitch notes. We'll have to see. But Garnacho having Cam and CM is very interesting, as of course his card this year for Manchester United had left mid, right mid, and left wing. And then allegedly he has left mid, left wing, Cam and CM. So that's really, really interesting that would be added to his card at FC26. But that's the sort of stuff that we're going to be learning about and hopefully seeing very soon. But like I said, I don't expect a whole lot of ratings news this week, especially from EA's end. Usually they're going to wait another week into what has already been the beginning of September, now today, to actually give us the ratings. But hopefully we do get some more news. I bet what they're going to start to do is like officially release some of the icons. It's going to feel a bit boring, I think, when EA start tweeting this week, because it's going to be stuff that's already been leaked that we already know about. It's just they're getting around to announcing it. Again, it was leaked beforehand. That's the reason why we know. So we'll just have to see if there's anything interesting going out there this week. And we'll be keeping watch on objectives for SP to finish off the season and get everything done. But that's going to be the video for me today, guys. If you're excited that we're just one day closer to FC26, once again, drop a thumbs up on the video. Thank you guys for watching at this stage of the game, when the game is what it is and FC25 has been what it has been to leave us in this point. We just cross our fingers that FC26 delivers on a lot of the promises that EA has started to make as we've headed into this period. But again, if you enjoyed the video, drop a thumbs up, comment down below if you have any questions, and subscribe if you're new. And holy smokes, Isak to Liverpool on transfer deadline day, the beginning of transfer deadline day. Liverpool, they've got more than 5 million FIFA coins. They've got, what was it, 446 million? Those are real dollars, real pounds. Insane stuff. Appreciate you guys. Have a great Monday. I'll see you in a video tomorrow. It's been TheFutAccountant. See you there. Peace out.